Hey guys, this is Sean from Worldwide Red Show. Just want to take a moment to give you my afterthought reaction, how I'm feeling. I'm actually mobile right now, so sorry about the background and backdrop and all of that. I literally couldn't wait to get this reaction out. You know, I want to be like, that famous Tottenham fan and be like, I'm fuming, bruv. You know, I want to go off and scream and carry on because, quite frankly, I'm very disappointed. I told myself I'm not going to be overly negative no matter what we experience this season because we need more players and the board hasn't backed our coach. However, I am sick and tired of the excuse that we need players when we constantly lose and get outplayed by teams whose players are less than ours. The only player on the pitch today for Crystal Palace who arguably would get into the Manchester United team would be Wilf. Besides that, I just don't see it anywhere else. I mean, maybe Doucouré, if he's really playing great in the midfield over Scott. I'll say that. I'd definitely take Doucouré over Scott because I think Scott's more of an impact sub. I don't think he's a starter. I think that he gets to start because of the homegrown situation. I don't think he's United quality. That being said, Scott was one of the only players who seemingly really played with urgency from the beginning. We were slow. We were indecisive. Our passes were terrible. I was surprised that Palace came out and pressed the way that they did to get that first goal. And you knew as soon as they scored, they were going into the shell and parking the bus. And they did. Pogba was off the pace today. You guys know if you watch me, he's probably my favorite player on the planet, but I'm not defending him today. He was off the pace. I'm not going to blame him too much because, the guy had coronavirus how long ago? I don't even know how he's playing. I thought Donny should have been starting from the beginning. Bruno was not his typical self. I don't know what's happened with him the last couple times I've seen him in action. We were just bad. Daniel James, don't even want to say too much. It's early doors. I don't want to slight people. Luke Shaw, my goodness, you would think that with all the talk of Alex Telles, Luke Shaw would have came out today like a house on fire. I watched Luke Shaw on multiple occasions, and I'm not a Shaw basher. I think he has great potential. I watched Luke Shaw jogging quite a few times in dangerous positions that could have cost us and did cost us. So I am not defending Luke Shaw at all today. I cannot believe what I saw from him because I know if someone was coming for my spot, I'd be balling out. I just felt like we were terrible. Quite frankly, the team that was picked wasn't the best team. If you're trying to prove a point to Mason and bench him, I get it. Why we're not playing a Fred or a Matic, I don't know. They're both streets ahead of McTominay, a team that's very defensive. We did not have to have someone in there that's just sitting back. The fact is we should have had Fred, in my opinion. I believe Fred was the better option today. I just don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't. I do know, and I've said this from the beginning, I back our manager. Love the guy as a manager. I love his passion for the team. I thought the press conference the other day was brilliant. I loved it. I felt like he was subtly throwing jabs at the board while backing his players. That's not my problem with Ole. Listen, guys, he's not just learning on the job. He is to a degree. And I know he's new at United, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been a coach for 10 years. And so I'm just shocked because maybe I'm missing it. Maybe because I didn't grow up with the game. I've only been watching the game for a little over, I don't want to admit how old I am, but I've been watching for over 20 years now. Long enough to learn something. I just don't see us having any tactical fluidity. I don't see it. I don't know if it's there and the players are just lazy. I don't know what's going on. If we sit back like we're a small club and we allow teams to come on to us and we can hit them on the break, we're brilliant. And I believe Ollie can coach that style brilliantly. But when you watch what other teams are doing that are supposed to be big teams, like how Pep coaches his teams, or even how Frank Lampard tries to coach Chelsea, I hate to say it, it makes me want to puke in my throat, but how Arteta sets up Arsenal, you see a plan as to what they're trying to do and how they're playing. We have a plan at times and other times we don't. I don't like the complete freedom that Bruno Fernandes has. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Bruno, many times in a game, will find himself literally on top of other people and messing the play up. I've seen it today at least twice with him and Marcus Rashford, where I'm like, do you guys want to hold hands? Like, what's going on? You got Marcus, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated. Tactically, we know that our coach is not the greatest, but he can still be a great coach and he can still win, because you don't have to be the greatest tactician in the game of football to win. But if you're not going to be the best tactician, you have to have the best players. And unfortunately, we don't. And what irritates me and makes me angry about this whole situation is I feel like what's going to happen, I'm going to tell you right now, if this team plays like it did today over the next month and a half, Ollie will be sacked by Christmas. And you know what? They'll bring in a better coach, because they're going to bring in Poch. At least I would hope they would. A better coach. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's rinse and repeat. It is Poch comes in, stuff is a mess. He might lead us to a trophy at the end of the year, like a FA Cup, right? We finished outside of the top four. The Glazers chuck money at it for one summer. We get back to challenging for the top four. We get into top four. We could kick on to win the league, and then they don't back him. It's the same stinking cycle. That's why I don't want to go off about Ole, because it's not the man's fault. The sickness at Manchester United starts at the top. There's no ambition to win. The ambition is to win, to get into the top four, to make money for our owners. We are a business. And it hurts me to say it, but it's the fact. And I'm just frustrated. Man, back to the game. So Victor Lindelof, listen, let me just be honest. Everyone play. I didn't see anyone today playing that I thought was great. Be honest with you, I was so sick by about minute 79, 80. I turned it off. So I missed Donnie's goal. I'm about to go back and watch it. I'll be honest with you, I turned it off. I was irritated, and I don't do that. And I wouldn't have done it, but I was actually at someone else's house and they had guests show up, and I was like, man, if I don't turn this off, I'm going to kirk out. I'm going to be up in here screaming and cussing and throwing iPads around, and I can't do it. So I had to cut it off. I'm going to have to go back and watch the end later if I can stomach it. So, Donnie, I'm sorry, bro. I missed your goal. But I'll tell you this. I stayed long enough to watch the ridiculous handball, which was harsh, but it's a handball. We get those, and we take them. And then David De Gea saves the first flipping penalty he saved in his entire career, because I never remember that guy saving penalties. Very rarely, when the other team gets a penalty, do I even think it's not an automatic goal. He saves it, and they give a retake because he was off the line. Guys, this annoys me. Listen, keep the same energy for every goalkeeper, because every daggone goalkeeper comes off the line. They don't dive completely down the line and bust their face against the post. They come off. They always take a little step forward and then go from side to side all the time. So if they're cracking down on that this year, hey, I'll come back in a few months when I see them giving retakes all the time, and I'll be happy. But the fact is, guys, that was disgusting. The whole thing was annoying. I'll tell you right now, if they don't get that retake and it's 1-0 and we score and it's 1-1, it's a different game. We could probably kick on to win. But no matter what, even a 1-1, what I witnessed today at home was unacceptable. We looked off the pace, first game of the season. We didn't look well organized. It didn't seem like there was much cohesion, much of a plan. If I'm wrong, get in the comments and tell me. Man, if you saw all these patterns of play and saw what we were really trying to do, get in my comments and tell me, Sean, you are missing it, bro. This is what we were doing, and you just wasn't seeing it. Please, because I need educated. I need you to show me. because I just didn't see it. So I'm frustrated. First game, I'm going to back the manager no matter what. I'll come on here and say, if he doesn't have a clue and things are going bad, I'll say it. But I'm not being like he needs to go because I'm just not doing it. What's the point? Rinse and repeat. Now, if they back him, if they go out this week and sign 4 or 5 players, like starting caliber players, and they back the guy completely, and by the end of the season, we're not seeing progression, yeah, I get it. You got to go. I've always thought that Ollie was the guy to get us back where we needed to be for the next guy that was really going to take us and kick us on to championships. I always thought that anyway. But I'm just frustrated. Both center backs were poor. Neither of them were good. There were times Timbo was on toast. So now you guys know why we need AWB. We missed him today tremendously. Which, again, if we had all this control of our team, why are people getting arrested? Why are people not obeying rules? Why are people flying over to countries to do whatever they want to do when they're not supposed to, and they have to get freaking quarantined and missing games? Man, we're a circus right now. You don't have to agree with me, and I'm mad. I'm mad, so maybe I am just spouting off a little too much. But I'm frustrated. But I don't see anything today. There was nothing watching that game today that made me be like, wow, that's what's up. Nothing. So maybe I'm missing something. Get my comments. Tell me about myself. Just help me. Help me, because I feel like just driving into a tree already. It's too early in the season for all this. But anyway, guys, listen, we go again. We kick on. We got another game, I think, this week against the mighty force that is Luton Town. I'll tell you right now, I know I'm upset. If we would somehow draw or lose that game, listen, all this stuff I'm saying about just I'm trying to be positive, and I'm gonna ream the guys out. I'm gonna say what I see, but I'm not gonna be just harping and moaning and crying. I'm not going to do that. But if we lose that game, dear Lord, baby Jesus. What's the guy say in the movie? 6 pounds, 8 ounce Jesus. The little bitty Jesus. I'm going to need your help. But anyway, guys, you know the drill if you're new around here. Well, this is tough early in the season. But like the video, man. Give me a thumbs up. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about today's performance. If you're another YouTuber and you're not subbed, sub and send me a message saying that you subbed, because I will follow you back. I will support your stuff, and I will help you grow, because I'm not a hater. I'm a participator. Anyway, guys, until next time, this has been Sean from Worldwide Red Show. Get in the comments, hit the subs, give me a thumbs up. Follow me on the madness that is football Twitter at WWReds_show. That's me. Until next time, I'm out.